I was expecting one of you to say it took you this long to start.
Dude, I understand they had a shit ton of stuff to get set up, so I don't really mind.
Oh, really?
Well, he died.
Uh,
Well, Harambe, you just cut off in the middle of your sentence.
Boy, oh, I said, oh, really?
Yeah, but you still cut off in the middle of your sentence. So,
Alright, so let's see what
buddy,
Robin is
do
about.
you mind? You're blocking my light. Wait, we're underground. You're blocking my view of the...
Hey, buddy, do you
people.
mind? Can you move? You're blocking my
What do you
light.
want?
Wait, we're underground. You're blocking my view of the homeless people. She has good ship stats, but very mediocre not ship stats.
A military pilot? In the United Colonies, a pilot for the Navy is considered
She
the
has
best of the
decent stealth
best,
skills.
defending all of known civilization from existential threat, galactic and domestic.
2 stealth, 1 pistol,
Why
2
in
theft,
God's
4
name would you
piloting.
think you'd find one of them in this shithole?
Well, yeah, but the difference between her and Robin is an actual companion.
Hey, it might belong to someone else, right? The Navy ain't too popular around these parts. Instead of
Like dialogue,
housing,
storyline,
food,
comments about
consistent
everything,
electricity and
etc.
running water, the United Colonies spends all its credits on guns, ammo, and dreadnoughts. Sometimes someone just snaps. And sometimes
A few
someone
minor
can be in
tidbits
the
here
wrong
and there
place
doesn't
at the
make an
wrong
actual
time.
companion.
Well, why didn't you lead with that, buddy? Those are just the right words I need to hear right now. I would
Why
love
didn't you lead
a
with
drink.
that? Those are just the right words
Just,
I need to hear. I would love a
barkeep,
drink.
It's for me, though. He cut me off about an hour ago.
You need something? Ask. Otherwise, keep to yourself. You buying? What's it gonna be? First of all, I didn't ask what you thought of it. Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both know it ain't nice. Down here? Like that's somehow different from other bars? Worse, maybe? That's what you're implying? What are you? A structural engineer? Some mass egghead? I know full well what down
Hey,
here
Dust, you want to pop in the stream real quick to see if the
Yeah.
audio on the characters are blanked like in Fallout?
it's Bethesda, so most likely.
Well, that's why you check.
Oh, what the hell is this? Water? Are you trying to send me a message,
It is not.
boy? Well, just for you.
Your voice is
Okay,
nice.
Robin's dialogue just died.
Ow.
Reputation? I thought they closed down years ago. Still, makes sense you guys are still around. So, what's the MO these days, huh? Still exploring space? Seeing what you can find beyond that big frontier? Well, I hate to spoil things for you, Constellation. It's just more rock stirred and ice. Maybe a murderous spacer if you're lucky, but not much else. Still, if the Transit Authority is still allowing you dorks to fly, you have that going for you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have any extra room for a pilot, do you? I have some experience. I'm a United Colonies Navy captain. Suspended. With pay. Under review. But still, a captain. Robin Locke. It's a pleasure to meet you, Constellation. Pleasure to come aboard. Look at you. So young, Eyes so full of wonder and a spring in your step, no matter what shitty bar you step in or increasingly reprehensible company you keep. Don't worry, kid. Universe has enough horrors to iron out that little sparkle in no time. In the meantime, though, I'll do my very hardest to protect you. Lead on.
That, that didn't sound very reassuring, woman. Alright, now that that's done, let me... What do you mean fast travel when there are enemies nearby?
Looks to your
I'm in-
left.
I'm in Jemison. What enemies?
Looks to your left. A mud crab's crawling through the wall. I will come. I will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, they're just like mud crabs straight out of Skyrim. You haven't gotten rid of me yet.
That's what I was trying to go for. Yeah.
Hey.
So, isn't this behemoth? Are you still on the stream, by the way?
Nobody can go in.
Want to see the abomination of everything I had to get rid of to start?
Wow.
Yeah. Technically, there's more in there, but I'm just gonna pretend they don't exist. Alright, let me... No, that's the wrong button. Where is the survival thingy? Oh boy.
What?
As soon as I loaded in, I started getting dehydrated, hungry. That's fun.
Hi. How are you?
And fatigue.
Nice. Why?
Why would I get hungry and tired in survival mode?
No, I mean like why all immediately?
That I couldn't tell you.
I'm still amazed that we made this ship work.
And it has no ladders.
Why do you have 34 sandwiches?
Because it's part of the whatchamacallit. It's part of the Crimson Fleet thing. There's literally a chest filled with sandwiches. I'll walk over to it and show you in a second. Look. Sandwich.
What the fuck?
Sleep. 8 hours. I'm still upset that that's how the universal time works, because that's not how time works. It's wrong. No, take it up with the devs who don't understand how fucking time works. How much fucking drink do I gotta drink? Good lord. Doesn't matter if you spend 8 hours on fucking on one planet and go to the next planet. Yes, but 8 hours is still 8 hours.
No, that's not correct, Romba.
If you go to Earth, which is 8 hours, and then you go to Mars, which is slightly far away, yes, it'll be in a different spot around the sun, but it's still 8 hours.
That... Okay. Technically, well, no, you're not wrong. What I'm meaning by it not being technically 8 hours is... 8 hours on Earth and 8 hours... Like, for one full cycle, we think of that for Earth as 24 hours, which it is. But for other planets, it's different, so 8 hours could act differently. Like, you're right, it is still 8 hours, but 8 hours can mean different things for different areas.
Okay, yeah, it'll be nighttime somewhere else, whoop-de-doo. That's still 8 hours.
8 hours could still be like a fifth of the day part of a planet. That's what I mean.
Oh. So you get bad bonuses. So you know that thing where they tell you if you're really hungry, you shouldn't eat a lot really quick because your body will go all over the place?
You just ate really quick.
Yeah, that's in this game apparently. The realism of, hey, if you're really hungry, but if you eat a lot of food, your body's not going to be happy. That's in this game apparently.
That's actually interesting.
So, MJ, how do I use powers? I never messed with any of the powers. Yep. They take up your fucking slots, bruh. I'll use force push and personal atmosphere. Those are probably the only two that I'll worry with. Because I don't have many powers in general. The only others that I have is precognition, grav dash, and anti-gravity field. Why is that? Doesn't force push do the same thing, except ground? Yeah, considering this is survival, the powers might have a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, it might be more useful.
Hey,
Hello, Robin.
whatever you say. And what can I do for you today? What do you have for me?
So what weapons does Woman have? Okay, so she has her own unique outfit. Interesting. It is a very bad outfit. I'm going to need to get her a different outfit real fucking quick. And a gun. Does she even have a gun? Okay, she does have a gun. She starts with that weird shitty pistol. I don't remember the name of it. No, the other pistol. The one that looks like a cube, like a brick.
What's on the
Aeon,
agenda
I think
today?
it's called.
No, better than the greatest. I know that's grammatically impossible, but somehow you managed.
Right now I'm just building items for Susanoo and Smite. What do you think, Boomba's hammer or a bluestone pendant?
Need something from me?
Bluestone.
Sure. I'll stick.
I like the description of that.
What do you need?
When you talk to yourself and you tell him to follow
No
you,
problem.
it says you question mark is following you question mark.
Wings tight?
Jotun's
Sure, I might have one
Wrath.
if you ask me that question again. I might know a few. Though the last person that asked me might have ended up hanging from the top of mast. It was really cold that day. Let sleeping dogs lie, huh? More than I can count, but as everyone keeps telling me, the war is over. Dead and buried, so. So are the
So
soldiers.
Robin's current part of the quest line is shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk
Sure,
about
I might
it.
have one if you ask me that question again.
Alright, I got 5 items so far.
might know a few.
Bluestone, Jotun's
The last
Wrath,
person that asked me
Hydroelement,
ended up
Crusher, and
hanging
Heartseeker, but I'm not sure what number 6 should be.
Really cold that day. Let sleeping dogs lie, huh?
I'm guessing I need to go down some of the quest lines to get her to open up
I
more.
might know a few. Though the last person that asked me might have ended up hanging from the top of mast. It was really cold that day. Let sleeping dogs lie, huh?
I can't have more than one companion. I am upset.
This all feels like a dream. So if anyone tries to pinch me, I will smack them in the face.
The fucking fan! This all feels like a dream. So if someone tries to pinch me, I will smack them in the face.
Okay,
Captain, it is.
right now I'm just looking at duality. I'm trying to understand how it works.
No idea.
Hey, kid. Missing you already. Your wish is my...
Why is it that whenever I take out my gun, it auto fires?
There's
I don't like that.
something we need to discuss. Hey. I'm glad I finally caught up with you. I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you. No. Well, at least not as far as we're concerned for the moment. What? Oh, got it. You're trying to make a joke. Emphasis on trying. Yes, it's a proposal. No, not that kind of proposal. The Trackers Alliance has been following your exploits and believe you have what it takes to join our ranks. You're being invited to our new headquarters in Aquila City. There you'll meet with Agent Number 1. If you decide to consider our offer, they'll guide you.
Me
to our
literally
initiation
just have jumped universe to do a different thing, and then the Tracker Alliance person, hey, we've heard of
I'd
you.
expect you do.
Something's nice today. Peaceful.
Well, there's a reason for that. It used to be on a remote planet in a remote part of the galaxy. Agent Number 1 decided that it would be better if we had more of a public presence. So we purchased the old McCall estate and turned it into our headquarters. There will be time for introductions later, assuming you decide to join us. But until then, there's really no need for me to share that information with you. If you have any inclination of being a bounty hunter, then this is the best deal you're going to get. I'm not here to convince you. I've just been instructed to deliver the message. Your questions would be best answered by Agent Number 1 at the HQ. What if you do? Well, I would hope that you'd seriously consider our offer. It doesn't matter to me. You're free to make your own choices. I found you, I delivered my message, so my job here is done. Okay, then. Wonderful. I appreciate you hearing me out. I'll be heading out soon if there's nothing more. Remember, Trackers Alliance HQ in Akela City. Speak to Agent Number 1.
MJ. Do you know why, whenever I take the gun out, it auto-fires? It's annoying.
You see, ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures, picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them scavenging
I'm busy at the moment.
labs and facilities, taking whatever's not nailed down. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay.
Yeah.
No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Overeating.
Unregistered armor. What? No manufacturer. Well,
Shouldn't I say that to you?
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues. Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? Oh yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbank. Look, I can appreciate a wise ass, but if I catch you lying for real, we're going to have a problem. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
I'm just looking, and what is Thanatos? Do you build him for lifesteal
and scientific
and ability damage?
Giant building in the center of the city.
You can, but I think it'd be a waste.
Headquarters of the entire
Well, every single one of his
United
abilities
Colonies.
damages him.
I really should have given you a more thorough interview. Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business.
Wasn't long ago before the sky was full of battleships.
Let me know if you have any
soldiers were on
questions.
every corner. Now they've been replaced by trade barges and diplomats, all wanting a piece of New Atlantis. Can't last.
Woman, no offense, I like your stories and stuff, but why is that relevant to the current situation?
The fuck?
I know.
No, not that. No Game No Life got confirmed for season 2.
I mean, as long as it's in English.
Wow. Withhold your excitement, please, dick.
What?
Hey there.
You sound so unenthusiastic about that. We both love that anime.
You're right, but like,
Plenty. I'm comfortable
You know,
on a ship, especially in the gunner
I don't know
seat.
Japanese.
I'm
So
also
like,
a trained
English.
expert
Well,
in
yeah,
ship
but like,
I have the certification to
could
prove
have said something else. Like,
Aye,
really?
Captain.
Or, neat.
I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. You're short on credits? Huh. That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. Well, the last thing I want is you going bankrupt on my account. Oh, well, I guess they're...
Howdy.
Man, I would love to bring you along, but I don't have money. I am poor.
He could phase and break reality to get some extra money, but that's boring, so he won't do that.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts.
I mean, to be fair,
Damn. Guess I'll try
Well,
something else.
to be fair, we're playing as the Starborn, so like, you know,
Good to see you again.
that's
Can I get you
probably
something?
a feasible thing.
Always nice to see a new face.
Fair.
First time in New Atlantis? Nope, sorry. Can't pull one over on me. I'm good with faces, and I don't recognize yours. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new guy. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell. You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous. Galaxy-wide. You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just
Hello,
sitting
other
on
guy.
it,
Why are you
thinking to
behind the
sweep
bar?
down
You
like they
shouldn't be
always
there.
do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Simeon seems very interested in the back of her head.
I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it? I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
You,
it just shoots a bullet when I pull it
with
out.
me on this? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as our new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the
I don't have that
security
issue.
office.
I have the
Still,
issue of
they
it
use the
firing
same
too
access
much.
cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. Yeah, this is hardly a life or death situation. Some light breaking and entering at worst, right? See you around.
Yes? What?
Using money to not fire your gun sounds awful. Oh no! It was doing this even before I got mods, like way back when.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
How do I deal with crew morale? That's a thought.
Gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised every time the ship makes it back in one piece.
Thanks, technician. I know that this thing is an abomination. The technician just said, you know, I'm surprised that the ship made it back in one piece. Hold on. Batteries. Dust, did you hear what that technician said about our beautiful abomination?
Remember, boy, we have compartments. You don't know how easily we can disattach them. Ever had meteors hit a city?
But, she said, you know, I'm surprised that the ship made it back in one piece.
Yeah. Now I'm just imagining the strategy of having a bunch of, like, cargo containers filled with rocks.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians.
Going through a jump drive, and the moment you, exit, you disattach all of the fucking cargo containers to pretty much fire them.
Oh, security impounded a ton of cargo.
The warp drive speed, and they just go through anything they touch.
So, you need something, or... not really sure. Whenever they get through their backlog, I guess. Is there a reason you're asking? Yeah... I can't really just let you in there.
MJ, the manipulation thing is from the chip that the Japanese company put in your head, right?
I think... you may be right. Alright, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. Could lose my
You know, that thing makes persuasion so much easier.
I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second.
Wait, here's a thought.
All right.
If you do that quest line, right? And then you go back in the thing that says, "Hey, put it in your head," blah blah blah. And then you tell them, "Hey, you already have it in your head." What happens? That's why I'm asking you. Oh, hey. I found a illegal thingy. I take a legal thingy.
A warrant?
Oh, I found one of those snake people books. In the impound. But anyway, MJ, you were saying about the Ryujin chip thing in your head? No. Is there dialogue that does the fact that you already have it in your head?
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. Nobody.
Thankfully, most of our
You know.
sort of fashion variety. Still, though,
Damn, Robin.
the criminal element might be just the thing to keep these people on their toes.
Hey.
Hope life is
But you know,
Let me know if I can help.
Atlantis just feels so different when you have to walk everywhere.
Hey there, new guy.
Mercury Tower is
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Yes, I do.
fully furnished with the best view on Jemison.
Oh, no way. You really got it?
Oh.
I probably don't want to know
This is
what
survival
you did to
mode.
get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over.
There are ways that
Well,
someone
I
can
can
fast
assure
travel
this
in
will all be
in
worth
Skyrim
doing.
and in.
Matter of fact, I'm
Well,
going to
no.
let you
There's a way
have
that
the
you can fast
first
travel in
ever
every
sample.
game. In
On
Skyrim,
top
it's
of that,
horse and
you
cart.
get free drinks.
In Fallout, it's
not like
vertibirds.
unlimited free drinks.
And in this, well,
But you want a
you know,
little pick me up now?
you have a
and
ship.
then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really?
You know, a
Thank
ship
so
that you
Have you
have to
got-
pay for fuel for.
Well,
Also, have you gotten into a fight yet?
No, and I'm very scared about it, to be honest.
stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Oh, Robin wants a drink.
What's up?
All right. Well, alcohol is bad for me, so here you get
Favorite time
you
of
get to
day.
have drink. Here, you have drink. Drink is your new friend. Maybe? Why? What's that? Well, I don't have it. Oh, but you mean Scully or Stellar?
If you're in the market for artwork, I'm sure I can find some. Other than being an art dealer, there's not
I
much
does
to
not
say.
have it.
I grew up in
What?
New York,
Why? What does
and
it do?
I knew I had to get out of that place somehow.
Oh.
I did a few odd jobs, some
Okay, fair
deliveries,
enough.
and it eventually led me onto this path.
I don't
I'm
have
on
it,
now.
so it's not a big deal.
I never thought I'd do what I do, but I suppose life can be surprising.
The Varun embassy is just full of spacers shooting up and
In a sense. My trade doesn't necessarily need me to be tied down in one location. Because of that,
Womp
I
womp.
travel all over the settled systems. I'm here now for an opportunity, but before this, I was in Aquila. Before that, Neon.
Is that
My
even a
line of
question that
work.
needs to be asked?
I can't afford to stay in one place for very long. Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
By the way, that illegal thing that I found, that's a good bonus
You
on
simply
beginner
need to
credits.
go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any
Trade
credits.
Federation.
It's
You can
just a
sell
matter
them
of
at any
picking
Trade
something up
Federation.
and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry.
I found
It's
it
all
on
very
Atlantis.
simple.
I
well,
was
I'm
doing
not
the
very
quest for the
familiar with the
alcohol
streets of New
lady,
Atlantis.
and it happened to
I'm
be
not
in a
from
corner
here,
in
you
there.
see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone more capable
So I
to the
so I
exchange
grabbed
for
it
me.
because I have to pay my crew.
Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated.
Yeah.
Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
Yep.
I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I've procured.
I
Back
hope
to it.
Robin doesn't get offended that I'm working with criminals, i.e. Trade Federation.
I am busy right now.
Because, why would they make the only actual companion in the game bitch at you for talking to people that you have to talk to?
You
I
look
am
like
not trying to
someone
pest
who
you,
has many
but I
stories
really
to
need
tell.
Unknown?
that credit transfer to cover
I'd
for
like to
last
hear
month's
some. Me? Why, to be frank, I don't do much.
Well, let me see what the mod menu says.
To collect artifacts from
After,
Earth.
after this dialogue
Every
is done.
artifact tells a story. Even spoons and forks, which most take for granted. People laugh at me when they see I collect.
I don't
old
remember this guy.
spoons.
His name is
But think
George
about
and he collects old earth spoons.
Spoons
I'm just
change
thinking,
the
I don't
past
remember this guy.
Can you imagine life without them?
He's in Atlantis. He's in
Ah,
the coffee shop.
The usual things, I suppose. Fame, fortune, power. I'm only
Oh, no,
joking,
no,
of
the other
course.
one. The one that sells
I've
more
actually
than just
been
coffee.
fortunate to call New Atlantis home for many years.
The everything store, the one that's in between the coffee shop
I do
and
believe there's no
alcohol
better
store.
place in all the settled systems. I've
Yeah.
been charmed to make the acquaintance of many fellow.
I'm just thinking, I don't remember this guy who wants spoons.
And that is why I continue to stay.
Did they add things to the game? Let me rephrase that. Did they add characters and stuff to the game other than just the trade, or not, the Tracker Alliance? Okay, so this guy might be. So this guy might be part of the different universe thing. Okay. It doesn't say that you can romance her, so I'm going to assume no.
Hi there.
Sure.
Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask.
Well, you've never actually seen a real companion, but so, you don't have context.
It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does
Have
so
you
much
played
of the work
Fallout
behind
and
the
Skyrim?
scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now.
And have you done literally everything in the
Thanks
game?
for shopping at Jemison
With the
Mercantile.
DLCs? Well then, yeah, you definitely haven't seen a companion. Did I just fucking get intoxicated again? The game gives you a fucking nutrient management on your suit. That's funny.
Oh, please, take a look.
Woman, do you have drink? I mean, need drink. Dude, why is a cartridge of milk fucking $100? The fuck? Understandable. Oh boy, having to spend $100 on just some fucking milk is gonna suck.
Thanks for coming in.
Whose idea was it to do this on survival? Dust, was it yours? How dare you?
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Master
You're welcome.
Send someone down there.
Wake up.
Nothing's changed.
I'm aware.
And welcome to Terra.
What is that outfit?
It's coffee. Pick one, get
Thanks
out
for
of the way,
choosing Terra
and let
Brew.
us get on.
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate your tone. Certainly. Please take.
So coffee does exactly what I think it would do, i.e., make you not sleepy. Probably. On one hand, I really like these things that tell you where everything is. You know, like food and whatnot. But on the other hand, it's driving me nuts.
My brother works at Strade. He said Deimos is going out of business.
You know, I went to chef school. This ain't exactly where I saw
A little bit. Right, trade authority.
Those Varon zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what. But they scavenge what they need.
Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on legitimate business, I would be more than happy to help you.
Woman, take this
If,
book.
However, you
Give
are
me
here
money.
under false pretense, say sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request
What?
to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
Oh, I'm talking about the illegal book.
No one she's sent so far has had any hint of a sense of humor. So
How
either
much money
she's
am I gonna
getting
get from the book,
craftier,
though?
or you're not working for her. Please, let me know if I can assist
Oh,
you
the Snake
further.
People book.
We've been in New Atlantis for
No,
a
it's an
very
entire book.
long time, before most things topside were built. With lots of infrastructure already in place, ample storage, and discreet access to the spaceport, it makes sense to stay. It's had the unintentional, but not unwelcome, side effect of weeding out people who can be timid about doing business.
Stupid sermons.
I thought the name made it rather obvious. We are the authority on trade in the settled systems. Whether it's bulk cargo, specialty items, or individual requests, we make sure things get where they need to go. We have shipping lanes across the settled systems and deal with nearly every major corporation and faction there is. Be my guest.
Alright, woman, give me money. Oh wait, no, you were right. It is pamphlets. I guess I just didn't look at it good enough. But only 800 credit? Wait, what? It said 800, but then proceeded to give me 3,000? Question mark? I'm gonna sell something else just on a whim and check something. Alright, here. Take a sandwich. No, that sold for 8 credits. No, that sold for the right amount. Okay, I guess... No. Well, I got 10,000 credits now, and you know, knowing my luck, I'm not gonna be able to buy anything. Oh yeah, right. Thanks for reminding me. I need to look at those. How do I do that? Alright. Okay, thanks for reminding me because okay, yep, alright, Ammo, weighted ammo. Sustenance. I'm kind of happy that the med packs in this particular game don't cause you to lose all of your fucking water.
Yeah, that sounds super annoying if they did.
It did in Fallout.
I know.
If there's something you need, no matter what, be my guest. Ah, yes, I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you. Nothing. Nothing at all. Sorry, all sales are final. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some other matters to attend to. Thanks for your business. That depends. If you have a ship and are willing to haul cargo, then we've got some work. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be more specific. We frequently post cargo running jobs up on the mission boards around town. Check them out. I've heard our jobs pay well, and on the off chance that's not what you're looking for, well, I can't really help you then. Many different parties use the mission board to post jobs for freelancers and the like. For example, the Trade Authority uses them to post cargo hauling jobs. You'll usually find mission boards in bars, typically ones nearest a spaceport. You might be able to find them elsewhere, but that's your best bet. Just us against the galaxy. I like our odds. Sure, I might have one if...
Us versus the galaxy? You know, ma'am, I don't like those odds.
Hi. How you doing?
Hello, UC surplus man. Do you have gun?
Personally, I think daylight's overrated. I get by just fine. A lot of people will tell you it's the worst. One step above being homeless. They'll whine about how folks topside have it so much better. Me? I like it. It's more real down here. Topside, everyone's trying to show how civilized and rich they are. Oh, it's exhausting. But hey, to each their own. Look around. You tell me. UC is a big organization. A lot of planets, a lot of people, whole lot to keep track of. Sometimes they don't do such a good job of that. Sometimes stuff falls through the cracks, winds up collecting dust in some warehouse. But that's all right, because I, and by extension you, get to benefit. I make great deals on stuff in bulk, you get some low prices. Everyone wins.
Yeah, your prices aren't low, you're full of shit. 14 grand for a pistol is not cheap. Yeah, but he specifically said you get low prices, and I'm just thinking, that don't seem like low prices to me. Ah, so he's lying to me. Oh well, I can get these security suits. That, I mean, those are cheap enough to buy.
Hey, take it easy.
I get a suit, and Robin gets a suit. Where's the set? Isn't there a setting to make it so you automatically remove your suit? I remember that being a thing. Oh yeah. There we go.
Could use a drink. Sure, I can do a gear check.
Woman, you already have a drink. Stop whining. I gave woman a drink.
Sure. My bag or yours.
Happy to make a deal. You need stuff, I need cleats. It all works out.
Security suit actually has some decent stats to it. I might keep the suit for a little while. At least until I get to Neon. 'Cause Neon has the breaker suit and the other gang member that I don't remember suit.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art. It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
Oh, what? They removed the critical chance?
Are you crazy? Keep your damn voice down.
Alright, well, that suit is irrelevant now. Yay.
Buy low, sell high. I'm sure there's a wealthy banker in New Atlantis that will greatly appreciate what you just delivered to me. I must say, that's not the reaction I was expecting. But you're right. The world of art is quite exciting. Well, if you go about it my way, that is. It's all part of the game, my friend. It pays to get your hands a little bit dirty. It pays very, very well. But I digress. Thank you for your discretion. Now that our little transaction is complete, I should be on my way. Take care, and let's not talk about this again. Goodbye.
Yay, 3 grand in credits. Woo. If I have to pay the clanker money, I'm going to be very upset. Because it's a clanker. Bosco. Bosco. The clanker. No. What I'm talking about the crew wages. If I have to pay the clanker, I'm gonna be very upset.
What do you say? Will you take me with you? Aye, aye, Captain. Thanks! I think we'll make a great team, huh?
I have to ask again because I don't actually remember the reason. Why don't we play Terraria? Because it looks interesting.
No.
But like, why?
I'm not a fan of the side-scrolling
Thanks for
nonsense,
giving
man.
me a chance, Captain. I won't let you down.
I don't really understand that, but okay.
Bartender's making them strong today. You in town for business? Do I need a shower or something?
I don't have enough money to get someone else. And Simon is very expensive.
Ha! Poor.
Need Simon to guard the outpost because he's good with the sniper rifle. But I don't have money.
Yeah, and you're not at a resource point where you can get like turrets and stuff to guard.
Well, even if you
exist.
can get turrets, you still need people at your outpost.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can you just automate everything?
No.
Really?
You need people to watch over the automation. I find it funny that they make a really big deal about, you know, the landing pads at Atlantis. And then there's this just one gigantic ship taking up like 3 landing pads. It's mine now.
My insomnia's just gotten so bad. Maybe if I tried easy stuff.
Oh, look who's got a Laredo business. Welcome to civilization, cowboy.
Wow. Wow, racist.
We started as an intellectual movement built around atheism. As our numbers increased, we began focusing on humanitarian efforts and showing what humanity can achieve when we work together. We don't exactly pass around an offering plate, if that's what you're asking. But we do run mostly on donations. And as you might have guessed from the surroundings, we try and stretch those donations as far as we can.
One of the UC guards just said, "Oh, you got a Laredo gun. Well, welcome to actual civilization, cowboy."
Perfect. It just so happens there's a task I need help with right now. Indeed. Sometimes it just works out that way. People with mutual interests seek each other out, and by working together, we achieve something greater than ourselves. As for the job, I need you to pick up a man named Tahir over at the medbay. He's recovering from some injuries and needs assistance getting back to his apartment. I'd like you to pick him up, grab a bite to eat, and take him home. In one of the poorer districts, near where the children play soccer. Take him that far and he should be fine. Tahir is prideful, and I don't want him to feel like you held his hand.
No
Just
offense,
nudge
Singe,
him
but
in the right direction.
I need the money. Helping people is great, but I also need the money.
That's a touchy subject. Tahir's had several run-ins with UC security,
I'm poor,
including tagging,
and I need to pay my
theft,
bills.
and brawls. He also blames the UC for the conditions in the well, not to mention his own personal.
Don't you mean 8? Isn't 8 the
And
limit on the
since
ship?
He won't accept help from the authorities. The house is stepping in to provide some aid. I'm afraid not. Even
Bruh.
after you're healed, it takes time to recover from something like this. Most people have family and friends to lean on, but Tahir has no one.
Don't leave.
On top of that, he's a young and prideful man, so he won't accept help from UC security.
It doesn't mean you gotta leave.
Great. You'll find him over at the medbay. He's probably
No,
hungry,
you don't.
so after you pick him up, escort him over to Kay's. She should have a meal
No.
ready for him to take home. And thanks.
How much? Dust, you played like the first 5 minutes of Starfield, right?
42 hours, but yeah.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes.
Here.
Do you recall getting this many credits? Because I just got like 5 grand from agreeing to walk a guy 5 feet. And I'm just like, I don't remember getting this much money.
No. I remember me having to phase through the walls to like steal the money from those chests underground.
Well, granted,
to afford anything.
Granted, I did do that in the first playthrough, but you know, not again.
That's because, that's what I mean, like, we didn't get enough credits. So we had to pretty much cheat.
They might have changed a few things around.
Alright, Vala, you come
Yeah.
The last time I'm gonna offer.
I don't need your help. I can walk home on my own.
Suit yourself. But if you get lost or end up in a cell, don't blame me. I tried to help.
Pain's killing me. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the soccer nets are? My apartment's in the same area.
Go bitch it, Mac.
I had a bad case of the brain fog, and I can't seem to remember which way to go. UC security offered, but I refused. Their help is the reason I'm hurt in the first place.
Just
I was
bitch it, Mac.
arrested a while back for tagging.
Alright.
One of the officers roughed me up pretty bad, and I haven't been the same since. Really? Is this some sort of scam? I'll have you know, I got no creds. Not yet. I'm actually starving, but I think I have some canned goods at home. I've got some chronic health problems. Aches, pains, you name it, I got it. Most days I can deal with it, but sometimes my body doesn't respond at all, and I end up in the med bay. They put me on some pretty hard meds, and it takes a while for the fog to clear. The doc said to give it a few hours, but I'd rather not stick around this dump any longer than I have to. Really? Doesn't happen too often around here, but maybe you're new. All right, you win. Seeing as I got no one else, might as well roll the dice with a stranger. So, go on, lead the way.
I'm honestly just appalled that anyone would do that. In public, no less.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like. Do you know why this place has stood for so long? I make sure everyone's comfy. I tell them my kids, and I don't take any shit.
Loud barking.
Sure I can. Just tell me who it's for, and we can get it sorted.
Fuck.
I've got it right here. Is this for you to hear?
Well, I don't have any credits, so...
Then you're good. I already talked to Andy, and this one's on the house.
Thanks, Kay.
You're welcome, kid. It's just good to see you alive and well. You know, there was a time when you'd be in here every night.
Things change, Kay.
I know. Believe me, I know. And I get it's hard to come out here, but just... don't be a stranger, okay?
Oh, hold on.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to.
Good. I'm glad we got that sorted. Here's the soup. Be careful, it's a little hot.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand?
You take
Don't cause
care
any
of to
trouble
hear
with me.
from me, okay?
No shortage of hungry
That
mouths
man's
to feed
been
around here.
through so
Mom,
much.
that's Kay, gets all the credit. Started making sure people felt welcome back when I was just a kid. She had one rule: no causing trouble. Everyone abided by it, put their differences aside when they came through the door. After a few years of feeding so many mouths, we needed extra credits to stay afloat. Didn't mean for this to turn into a business, but here we are. If folks are willing to pay a little to have someplace to feel safe and get a decent meal, well then, we'll sure take it. No real menus to speak of, but I'm happy to get you something.
Dust. Why does fucking milk or orange juice cost $100?
Because credits might be different than dollars. Oh, so maybe it's not easy to make, I don't know.
Well, in any case, get going with animal facts. I'll be right back.
Bees will bees communicate via dancing. Now just imagining a bee doing the Macarena to explain to his wife he's getting a divorce. Let's see. Bees are less aggressive if you're wearing white. That's why beekeeper suits are white. Bees will go after areas that have outgoing carbon dioxide. So if you like a tube hooked up to your mouth with like a screen on the end and like put it at your feet, they'll attack the screen. Some bees eat meat. Actually, no, I think a good bit, but some bees use it for honey. Bees will dogpile wasps that wander into their hive and vibrate to cook them. Bees can only sting once because once the stinger is removed, a good bit of the organs come out as well. Fire ants can use their own bodies to make a boat and bridge. Bullet ants have one of the most painful bites or stings, can't remember, to exist. And there is a group of people that put a bunch of them in gloves, kind of like mittens, and place their hands in there as a rite of passage for an extended period of time. I don't remember which group of people, but there is a people that have enlarged spleens because of them living an aquatic lifestyle. I think it's spleens. To make it so they can retain oxygen longer to dive. Tarantulas will rub their legs against the hair on their body to pretty much make it so it comes off to irritate eyes of things around them. There is a octopus called the blue ring octopus. They're around as big as like a dollar coin. If they bite you, you need to go to the hospital because they're incredibly venomous. Not sure if I'm remembering the correct bird, but I think it's the peregrine falcon that will dive and then punch something to break its spine. Owls are a naturally like near silent flyer. Koalas are one of the most idiotic animals in existence. Their brains are completely smooth to make it so they don't get hurt from the falls that they constantly take out of trees. They're so stupid that if you remove a leaf that they would normally eat if it was on a branch, they can't recognize it as food. What else? Lemon sharks get jealous when their favorite human is petting another shark. Yes, lemon sharks have favorite humans. It is quite cute. Watch videos on it. There's a type of shark that's around like an inch long. Well, no, probably like 6 inches long. It glows. If a blue whale fired off its sonar, or was it a sperm whale? I think a sperm whale. If it fired off its sonar next to you, you'd die. What else? Cuttlefish are able to change their color at will. And they commonly rapidly change color to confuse prey or predators. There is a type of snail that has like an iron-like shell. Axolotls exist. Goldfish can grow to be gigantic. There is a type of lizard called the Jesus lizard. It can run on water. Geckos are cute. There's a frog that can move its bones to make it so they come out of its fingertips to act as claws. Moose are hard to see when driving because of them being so tall, their eyes will not reflect light back at you. If you hit a moose, they will fall pretty much on you, and it will not end well for you because they are incredibly heavy. A natural predator of the moose is the orca. Ferrets are cute. Weasels will dance. Well, that's the thing to call it. In front of a rabbit to confuse them so weasels can get close and kill them. Weasels are cute. Otters have a favorite rock. Penguins will propose to each other with rocks. Gay penguin couples will adopt abandoned chicks. Crows are incredibly smart. Crows can remember faces. So if you beef one crow, they will tell the other crows, so they will all hate you. A group of crows is called a murder. You can initiate trade with crows if they trust you enough. During trade, they will bring small, shiny objects to you. Crows will grab nuts and drop them into traffic so the cars will break them open. T-Rexes did not roar. They growl. Rhinos have horrible eyesight. They will, well, rhinos will charge at anything because of their poor eyesight. Some type of bird, don't know what kind, will become friends with rhinos and eat the parasites off of them. There are cleaner fish that will clean the teeth of, well no, they're just clean fish, including sharks. There is some birds will clean the teeth of alligators and crocodiles. Cheetahs in captivity have emotional support dogs because they have horrible anxiety. Gazelles are able to juke the hell out of lions because of their very good turning radius. Next fact. termites can make mounds so tall in Africa that they'll be taller than a person. Hmm. Alligator snapping turtles are fascinating to look at. They're able to bite through bone. Hmm. There's, uh, hmm. Bombardier beetles are a animal. They fire out boiling liquid. Hmm. Catfish can live in a lot of kinds of water in a manner of like pollution. They're very sturdy fish. Hmm. Sharks are able to regrow their teeth. Hmm. The sun can blind you. If you can't tell, I am running out of things to say. Um, Hmm. Thrasher sharks can whip their tail to inflict damage. Hmm. Can't remember if it was bull sharks or tiger sharks can live in salt water and fresh water. Hmm. Sharks have to be moving to breathe. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a good show. A very good one. The Legend of Korra is overhated. The God of High School anime was a lot worse than the webtoon. Webtoon is pretty much just like comics. It's an app that is free, would recommend.
What?
Finally, man, I was running out of shit. I devolved from animals to talking about webtoon and like shows. Thank you.
Well, that's good. Now bitch at Mac.
Will do.
Also, yeah, I had to make dinner, and I also nearly fell over, so yeah. Remember when I told you my foot isn't doing so good? Yeah, I've almost fallen over twice today. One was almost in the basement, and the other one was like just now almost falling down the stairs.
Nice.
How is that nice?
Because you're gonna fly.
Did not understand a word of that.
You possibly getting hurt is always nice.
Said nobody.
So nobody that actually believes what they're saying.
Banker, out of control. Well, what can you do?
No, but seriously, nearly falling over twice has not been fun.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I wish I lived on a spaceship.
Ah, here we are. Home sweet home. I wouldn't know. It's not like anyone can afford to eat fancy down here. But thanks for the help. I probably would have found it on my own.
Not seeing you bitch at Mac.
It would have been a chore.
I already did. Like, hangs if he... like, this is doing nothing, but I'm doing it.
Right, the soup from Kay's.
Because he's
It's
asleep
been a
for
long
some
time
fucking
since I had a
reason.
warm meal. You might say that. Before I got hurt, I used to stop by Kay's every night for a soup and a sandwich. It didn't matter how bad my day was, or how empty my pockets were. As long as I had my food and my beer, I'd be good. All that weight would just wash away. And to be honest, I haven't felt that feeling in ages. Until now. So, you doing this for me, it means a lot. Thanks. Thanks. I didn't know what to make of you at first. Not often you can trust a stranger down here. I'm glad I did.
What's the play?
Hey! Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me, clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here. We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
Only a small chance of electrocution.
Since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need is very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
This might be a bad place to leave the game off, but I'm in pain. So,
Hmm.
yeah.